I'm not even on no other app because I don't know what's going on. I don't know why it don't let you, but it be acting stupid. You should see me now. It look like it's good now. I don't know.
This is weird.
It's not working.
No, it's
What's
working.
up, guys? I came off of Streamlabs. I'm gonna have to talk to them because I'm paying them $30. I already can't see their little freaking comments. You know, it's like freaking this tiny. See, I can see all of this. Like, I'm paying $30. Yeah, I'm gonna have to call them because I'm gonna let them know. Listen, I'm paying $30, and I can't stream on none of the apps. The only app I'm streaming on is freaking Twitch and YouTube. I'm paying a multi-surface service, right? That means multi. I'm supposed to be going live on all. Like, I'm gonna have to call them because that $30 they took it out my check, not my check, my bank account. Anyways, life is not gonna be easy, guys. That's the topic for today, right? That's why you have people like me that's around the world that helps people push, right? We all can help each other push, but I could only help you if you're willing to learn. Thank you, Miss Helms. How are you, Professor? Shout out to Professor. How you doing? I was all over your page. You're right. I love it. Yes, yes. Life is not easy, guys. You know, we all going through it, like everybody. You know, and like for instance, I had a summit I had to go to on Saturday. And it wasn't easy to get there, but I made it. And I had to go. I had to go because there was a lot of times, right, guys? All right, you know I'm an influencer. I make food. I teach people how to cook. There was a lot of times I was supposed to meet other influencers because in order for you to thrive on YouTube or as a content creator, you have to do collaborations. So I would love to do collaborations. I'm supposed to do a collaboration with Keisha and whoever else want to do it. Morning, Miss Helms. How you doing today? Top of the morning. Happy Monday, everybody. If I didn't say that, happy Monday, everybody. Um, I had a very, very interesting weekend. I got to meet a lot of different influencers, different people that I always wanted to meet. So I had a phenomenal day. I'm, you know, my whole life, I've been the flaker, right? And people's like, oh, he's the flaker. He's never coming. It's not that I don't want to go. Sometimes I flake because of the circumstances. I remember I flaked because my tire went out. I remember I flaked because I didn't have enough money, or I flaked because something happened, right? And people always ask me to come to summits. People always ask me to go to events, but I don't go. Now that I moved out of New York City, I live in a different state. Sometimes it's hard to get to the city because the city, you know, New York City is very congested, right? And it's a lot of cars. It's just annoying. Yeah, I used to be, yo, Miss Helms, I used to be so flaky. Like, some of my friends would ask me to come out, and I'll be like, yeah, I'm coming, and I never went. And what did I do? I stayed home with the chips, the TV, and whatever. Because, like, when I was going through something, right? I was depressed, I was unaware, and I was uncertain of life, right? And you get like that, especially when it's the struggle is real. You don't have the money that you want to have, you don't have the house you want to have, you don't have anything that you want to have. It's hard, but let me explain something to you. When it feels like you hit the bottom, that means you almost at the top. Again, when you feel like you hit the bottom, guys, that means you almost at the top. I have been going live for the past 30, 40 days, and I started going live with 7,000 followers. 7,000 followers, guys. Thank you, Ms. Helms. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Thank you, love. Appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Professor. But life has been lifing, and we still have to go on. And I gave up. Guys, I gave up. You guys don't even know the struggle of vegan kings, but I'm going to tell you. I have been a content creator for a few years now, and I should have had accomplished much more, but I couldn't. I couldn't. Of the things that I was going through and the things that was happening in my life. And I could have easily turned the camera on and let people see what was going on in my life, but when you show people something, you can't take it back. Yes, thank you for the donation, Professor. Guys, I don't know if you tapped into Miss Tara Helms. Her channel, you know what I love about Tara? Her voice. Her voice will shake you. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do something for Miss Helms when I get off this live. But Miss Helms has this voice. The voice that she has will shake you. It will make you realize what you're doing. It will make you understand what you're saying, and it will make you understand life. I always watch her videos, and it inspires me, especially with things that's going on in the world. And by far, she's an incredible woman. I love her. She is my sister. I love her and my brother. And yeah, I'm blessed. They only put certain people around you. The people that is around you guys are the same. All right, you only align with the people that do the same things that you do. It doesn't mean that everybody around me is vegan, because they're not. I don't expect them to be. But the core values and the way that I feel about people, those are the type of people that surround me. I had such a good weekend, guys. Like, I went to New York with my sister, because my sister's an influencer too. So I told her, I invited her, and I said, hey, come with me, because she invites me all the time to go to places. So me and my sister, we went to a summit for one of my brothers. His name is Nick. He actually made an app, and the app, like, if you are in a place that you have no idea how to get food, this app shows you where you could get vegan food or plant-based items or whatever. And he actually told me that he wants me to take a video, and he wants me to give him the video so he could put it on the app. And I was like, wow. And I was saying to him, like, yo, bro, like, I hang out with, like, all my friends. Most of my friends are females. I don't really have that many male friends, because a lot of males, and I don't mean to say this, look, we bros, right? And we talking about, a lot of us dudes is toxic. And we have something called toxic masculinity. And it's annoying, and I can't be around that. Like, I'm around somebody I've been around dudes that told me, why you don't cheat? What's wrong with you? Something's wrong with you. You got to try different fishes in the sea. And I said to them, that's not what life is about. You can't keep cheating in life. Shout out to David Banner for saying this, and me and David Banner's aligned with the same thing. How can you be friends with somebody that cheats on their wife or their girlfriend? It doesn't even matter. If I feel like if you cheat, right, you're a cheater, that means that you're not loyal. I have a flirtatious personality. Everybody knows that. Like, you come around me, you're gonna be like, yeah, he want me probably. And I don't. I have a flirtatious personality. You'll probably think like, oh damn, you know what I mean? But that's not the case. Now, I went out this Saturday and I had a blast. I was all the way in New York with my sister. She said to me, "What you wearing?" Because we was talking about this. Because I got invited like 3 weeks ago, right? Can't trust if you can't. Yeah, you can't. Listen, one day I was with my wife, and I know the time is up, but I'm gonna still go because this is important. Yeah, we're human. Um, Right. I mean, look, don't get me wrong, Keisha, we gonna do things in our life that we don't understand, and then later on when we do it, we understand the significance of it. So you're gonna cheat one day, you're gonna do something, you're gonna curse, you're gonna hurt, you're gonna do these things because these are things that you never did. And at one point in my life, I was with a female that hurt me. Like when I say hurt me, guys, yeah, lie or steal. And that's another thing, Miss Helms. I don't steal. Like you know how sometimes people go to the stores. I've been with people, they go to the stores and I saw them steal. And I'm looking at them like, you better not do that crap around me. Because if the police come, they taking both of us. And I'm not into that. Because if I don't want something, I don't take it. Yes, everybody's gonna mess up a few times, guys, but I'm here to tell you that if you messed up, pick yourself up, okay? And just pray and ask God to remove it so you don't do it again. That stealing is not it for me. I was with someone who did it and never went in there and with her again. Yeah, you can't. Like I was with somebody one time. I went to Walmart with one of my friends and she was stealing and I was looking at her like, what are you doing? And she was like, oh, I don't have enough money. And I said, if you don't have any enough money, then you shouldn't even be in the store, or you could ask me and we could see what it is. But don't go to the store with somebody and you don't know their intentions, get caught up like that with a friend. Right, you can't. And you got to be careful, guys. So back in the days when I lived in New York, I had a friend and one day I got really, really sick. I have become more compassionate for people stealing because a few are desperate and hungry. I'd rather pay for it if you're hungry or take you to the food bank. Right. But sometimes people are not stealing food. People are stealing clothes. People are stealing things that to me, it's a nuisance. You don't need it. Like, what are you taking it for? If you don't have it, it's not meant for you to have. Actually, when I was a kid, I used to steal. When I was like a little freaking boy, I used to steal. And what did I used to steal? I used to steal Game Boys. I used to remember those Game Boys, the big gray Game Boy. I stole one of those. I stole a couple of those when I was a kid. And you know what's so crazy about life and karma? So when I stole those the Game Boys, I stole a Game Boy, I stole a Game Gear, all that, because that was my thing, video games, right? When I stole those things, yeah, I lost it. I couldn't find it. So I was like, yo, God, you play too much, yo. So God was like, oh, you want to steal, Ab? I got you. So he took it from me. So when you steal, it never ends well. I feel people. I tell people not to do that now because there are cameras. It is everywhere. Hey, Queen, top of the morning, peace and blessings. No, there is cameras everywhere now. These places are not playing. Where I live by the Walmart, they always steal. They always steal. When I tell you they always steal, they always steal. And it's very, very obvious. But I stay away from that because again, I rather pay for something than steal it because if I don't have the money for something, it's not mine's. It's just not mine's. And if people want to steal, Stay away from those type of people. Those type of people that steal, they might be here in the live and they're not gonna like what I say, but you cannot trust them. Because when you steal and you stealing now at your big age, that's a problem. The fake checking out at Walmart. Right, because people love stealing at Walmart. And let me explain something to you. You see Target and Walmart, they are watching you. You think they don't watch you, but they watching you. They watching you because I have friends in Target that works there. The security, they love me because I used to go to Target in my neighborhood so much that they tell me where the cameras is at, things that I didn't know about Target. I actually follow. They love me. They like, oh, you vegan kings, like I introduced them to my page or whatever. They love me. And the reason they love me is because I used to go there and I used to always be shopping in Target. So I got to know the people, me and my sister. I don't know if you guys remember back in the days, I used to go live when I went. Quiet, good morning, baby, especially Walmart. When I used to go live back in the days, I don't know if you guys remember, I used to go live when I used to be in the supermarkets and people know me. Are you really stealing though? Right. I was friends with a woman whose late mother had dementia. When the mother stole, she explained to the store that her mother assumed she is in her. Oh yeah. Well, that if they have dementia, it's different. But when you in the right state of mind and you don't have anything that's conjuring your mind and you're stealing, to me it's wrong. Yeah, so me and my wife, we was with, so a few years ago, right, babe? This was what, 10 years ago, babe? With, if, I don't want to mention the name, but one of our neighbors, what he did, because one day they could be watching. I don't know. But one of my neighbors, I was sick. Like this was all right. This is what made me become vegan king. So a few years ago, when I got diagnosed with diabetes, high blood pressure, cholesterol, and I ended up changing my lifestyle, changing what I eat, there was a man that was my next door neighbor. You guys know you guys don't know, but my wife do not drive. I am the only driver in my house. Okay? So I needed to go to the hospital, and the hospital is nowhere near where we live. So my neighbor, um, he became friends with us. Like he was always cool, but I used to always side eye him because I don't like men that cat calls. You know how men be like, yo, what up, girl? Yo, come here. Yo, why you acting up, stupid? Those type of dudes, no disrespect. Stay away from me. If you see a female on the street and you catcalling, we have a problem. First of all, there's a lot of women in my life, and I'm not trying to hear that. Because that catcalling isn't cute. Because when you catcalling every woman, and you got a girlfriend, and you got a wife. She knew her mother had dementia and should have been watching her. She probably used her mother to do that so that because technically if you have dementia and you steal, they can't do anything to you because you have something going on. Yeah, you got to be careful of porch pirates. Right, love and light. Yes. I don't blame you, Mrs. Kent. I don't like driving, but I had to learn. I didn't get my driver's license until I was 40. What? 27? Listen, at least you got it, sis, because it's not easy. I got my license at, I think, 17, 18. No, 18. I'm bugging. I got to know her and don't know me that she used her mother. Yeah, she used her mother. She used her mother to steal because she knew that, and what could have happened was her mom could have got locked up. And yes, later on they would have let her go because she has dementia, because they would have had to get doctor's letters and all that stuff like that. But you shouldn't steal. And to me, if you're a thief, you're a liar. Okay? And if you're lying about stuff, then what are you capable of doing? Look, everybody does white lies, right? We have white lies, we have red lies, And we have the lies, right? The judge was lenient when the doctors. Oh, so they, man, people be using that. So my next door neighbor, he invited me over to his house, right? This is after I came from the hospital because he had to actually. Did he have to bring you to the hospital?
Yeah.
So yeah, he had to bring my wife to the hospital. So we became tight. We also had a restaurant. Damn, maybe I'm saying too much because I don't want this person to know who they are because they might. Yeah. So I'm gonna try to change it up a little bit. So currently, my wife couldn't make it, so he took me. Right now, one of my friends, she came over. Why did she come over? Anyways, one of my friends came over and they was in my car. So my boy seen her and he was like, "Yo, who that?" I said, "Why?" He was like, "Yo, you ain't gonna introduce me?" Breaking his neck. And I'm like, "First of all, ain't you married? My sister's right upstairs." Like, I know his wife personally. But his wife, though, I'm gonna keep it real with you, no disrespect. She was a weirdo. Right, babe? She was a weirdo. She was she was a weirdo, but that's another story. And she was one of those women that if he don't pick up the phone, she's gonna run there and be like, "Where you at? What you doing?" And I'm like, "It's not that serious. Your man is a dog. You've been married to this man for 40 years or whatever it is. How long they was married? They was married for a long time, but the dude is a dog. This dude is the type of dude that he'll tell her he's going to work, but he's smashing everybody at the job. He's doing all. The dude was a dog, and he had kids with her, and his kids, oh my God, beautiful. But he was a dog, and I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like, me and him was cool, and I liked him. I liked him a lot, and I thought that he was a phenomenal dude. But once I found out that he was a cheater, asked my wife. I said, "Yo, babe, I think something's wrong with me." She was like, "Why?" I said, "I can't mess with him no more." She was like, "Why?" And I said, "Because he's cheating on his wife, and it's obvious. For you to catcall one of my friends right in front of me. Bro, I'm right there. Were you there?
Yeah, I was there.
I'm there, my wife is there, and you're catcalling a
But I didn't
woman."
know that he was
But
cheating.
sometimes I feel like dudes be doing that to test other dudes to see if they gonna snitch. First of all, I know bro code. Okay, I know bro code, and my bro code is stay away from your black ass. Because if you're a cheater, that means you could be side eyeing my wife, even though she a ninja. That means you could be looking at different things, my daughters, whatever. You can't be coming into people's lives and you catcalling and you playing around. I'm not into that. My mom got catcalled all my life, and I hate that. You know, if you like a woman, you approach her, but it's not every woman you see. Yo, mom, come here, yo. I'm saying though, yo, that shit sounds so corny to me, right? Now, this is the other thing. Guys, we all are in this live together because we all are aligned with the same core values. Again, we are all here as healers, providers, sustainers, guys. We are all in this group because we are all feeding the world. Tara Helms is feeding the world. Keisha is feeding the world. Keisha had a incredible live, and it was heartfelt, and I felt it. Queen and Sel, everybody in here, quiet. Everybody in here is aligned with the same core values. I sincerely hope she didn't know that before she married him. Honestly, I think she did know because there was times that he didn't pick up the phone, and the way she acted was as if she knew it was another woman there or something like that. And I was like, how can you deal with that? So now this is the other thing. I don't drink. I don't drink at all, right? I don't drink no liquor. I don't drink no wine. It's not my thing. So I go to his house and he pulls out a bottle of Cavassier. Even though I don't drink, I ain't stupid to the drinking. So he pulled out a bottle of Cavassier. He gets two glasses and he puts the glass on the table. and he says to me, "Oh, do you want ice?" And I said to him, "I don't drink." And he said, "Bro, you need to drink. You need to put some hair on your chest." And I'm looking at him like, "Yo, my man, I just told you I don't drink. Why are you pushing peer pressure to tell me to drink?" I don't know why she married him, but they was together for a very long time, and she was on some, "Oh, that's my man, my man, my man, my man." And I'm like, "But your man is out here everybody's man." You gotta be loyal, man. Like, not for nothing. Like, I'm 40 something years old. What I look like disrupting something that I have. Yes, I'm a man. I see women all the time. Women approaches me all the time. But at the end of the day, those women that approach me, is it worth it? Is it worth messing up what I have built for 11 years? My wife slept on the floor with me, bro. I was broke, no money, no food. My wife was there, bro. Half of y'all chicks wasn't even there to see what me and my wife went through. You feel me? So what would make you think that I would cheat? Like, this is an important question, Keisha. It is. And I think she did know. I think she did know. She was a little weirdo though. Some people love fighting over their man. Yeah, I think she did know, but she was in denial because it was very obvious. Did she come off as if she did it? Like, cause you know what, women I don't like. I don't like when a woman, she's married, but yet she's all over the gram. She's all, "Ooh, look at him. Ooh, I don't." First of all, you married. By you doing that, you disrespecting your husband. Yes, we're human. I'm human, but you never gonna see me on the gram like, "Yo, damn, they look good." I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. You could do stuff in silence, like, "Oh, that person is attractive. Oh my God." But for you to outright, like, "Yeah, damn that." No, I'm not doing that. I'm so glad that I'm not like that anymore. But you know what, Ansel? Amy was with you shooting in the gym. Yeah, Amy don't play. And I don't ever want to take her there. I don't ever want to get my wife to that point that she would want to have to hurt another person because I'm putting her at jeopardy because I know for a fact if I do anything, my wife is going to kill the woman. My man, my man, my man. They can't have that. Yeah, my wife is, she a little crazy. But I know she's crazy because I'm crazy, right? I know she's crazy because I'm crazy, right, Miss Helms? You know who you are because you with the same person. If you are with somebody, you guys are the same. Miss Helms, aren't you and your husband the same? You guys have the same values, like you guys believe in the same thing, and that's why you guys got married because you guys became, you know, a unit. You guys, yeah, she a ninja for real, for real. Cause I had her. Amy did some things. I remember a woman said something to me, and she jumped on her, and I had to tell Amy chill. Um, my wife is Puerto Rican and black. She will beat your ass. Like, I'm not lying to you. Wifey is Boricua. She a Afro Boricua. She don't play. She don't play. Kind of. We're both quiet, but he's quieter. Yeah, but if he's quieter, you're the one that's the louder one, right? Because you're the one that's outgoing, but you're very quiet too. Like, you're very reserved, but you have that little spark that makes him compatible with you because he's probably because Amy is the quiet one. I'm the raunchy, loud, crazy, obnoxious one. So we both balance each other. Yes. We both balance each other. You know what I mean? Okay, so somebody came in my live, brand new person. How you doing, family? And the person said, "I have a question. What are your thoughts on vegans that take it too far?" I mean, honestly, Um, I'm gonna share something with you guys that I never shared, and I'm gonna take y'all deep. I'm gonna take y'all deep because of the question that this person just asked. I am, but when it comes out to the truth, I will tell it. I don't tell anyone everything about me. You're not supposed to, Miss Helms. It's nobody's business. How do I feel about the vegans that are extreme and take it too far? Me personally, as a vegan myself, I don't take it far. I don't push my lifestyle on everybody. I know my name is called Vegan Kings, but this is my channel where I teach people how to cook and teach people how to veganize their meals, especially because I almost died. So I'm not one of those extreme vegans that people are out here running into Louis Vuitton, throwing paint and doing all that. But I have to say something. Something that I didn't even tell my wife. And I'm about to tell y'all. So I was at work and I never really. So I am a cook. I'm a chef, right, guys? And this is what I do for a living. Unfortunately, the food that I'm cooking is not vegan. Do I cook some vegan food? Yes. But a majority of it is not vegan. And as I was cooking the food and preparing the meal, I know this is going to sound crazy, but the food started to talk to me. And but while the food started talking to me, Ms. Helms, Keisha, Ansel, Quiet, and everybody in this room, Queen, I started to cry. I started to cry and I had to walk away. And I told like whoever was with me, like, I gotta go. Because I didn't want them to see that. So there's another person that I work with. They're vegetarian. They're not vegan. So I pulled her to the side and I said to her, "Can I ask you a question? Keisha, Keisha, I swear on God, like I swear God, like as my witness, I swear on my family. When I was preparing the food, I swear to God, tears started coming out my eyes." And I said, "What?" And it's as if the food was telling me, "What are you doing? Why did you hurt me?" And I'm saying to the food, like, "I didn't hurt you. I'm just here preparing it. I got to feed my family. I have no idea what happened." That really, really hurt. But if I didn't take the job, how would I feed my family? Yes, I'm vegan, but you're going to do things that, you know, because I'm also a personal chef. Would I ever go and cook for somebody food that's not vegan? No, no, no. But my career, I deal with it. I deal with it because it's just temporarily. It's just temporarily. It's temporarily to help me get to the top of the place that I'm trying to be. So I'm using it to get me where I need to go. But yes, do I think some vegans are extreme? Honestly, no. Because if that's the passion that they feel and that's what they feel like doing, then do it. Because when a person is passionate about something, I can't tell them not to be passionate. It's just like there's people that's passionate about abortions. There's people passionate about um, gun control. There's people passionate about so many things. And I don't get it because I never probably was in a predicament to feel it. I have nothing against normal vegans. I just don't like the extreme ones. I like meat. You could like your meat. You could like your meat. Let me ask you a question. Why did you come into this live and ask that when we wasn't even discussing it? Are you a troll or are you just trying to be funny? Because I feel like, you could like what you like. Because everybody in this live is not vegan. Toma. Everybody in this live is not vegan. Keisha's not vegan. Miss Tara Helms is not vegan. And Sella's not vegan. But you came in here with your vegan questions, right? And I answered it. So do I think those people are extreme? No. No. if if there's vegans out here that want to do that, that's their prerogative. There's different types. Just like there's some black people that like white people. There's some black people that don't like white people. And if there's some black people that if they even see you sleep with a white person, they could unalive you. You got to understand there's different people in this world. I have to be honest though. I eat meat, but I have eaten vegan food. I am visiting some vegan spots this fall. Yes, that's beautiful. Yes, Miss Helms. Tell them. Listen, we're not here to judge. We're not here to criticize. We're not here to say anything. I was just wanting to ask a question. That's all. Okay, it's okay. You could ask. But you could continue to eat your meat, Toma. You eat and do what you want to do. Don't do what people want you to do. You understand? Just because I'm vegan, I'm not going to push my lifestyle on you because I'm vegan because I got sick. Okay? Now that I am vegan for over 10 years, I know the significance of being on a plant-based lifestyle. Toma, if you go back to all my videos, you'll see how a big back I was and all the things that I had to go through. Toma, I am 40 something years old, Toma, and look at how I look because I took the steps of changing my life 10 years ago. If I didn't change my life, Toma, I would have never been here to talk to you guys today. You understand what I'm saying? Veganism is not for everybody. It's for some people. Some people could become vegan, some can't. I have a lot of power. I'm talking about my willpower is so strong that if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. It's just like I told you guys, I'm going to go live for 30 days for 10 to 15 minutes until I get 10,000 subscribers, right? How many subscribers I got right now, guys? How many subscribers I got right now? I'm missing 800 subscribers to get to 10K. And we started this on 7,000. You feel me? So I'm not here to tell people what they need to do. See? 9,017. Right. So at the end of the day, guys, we got to keep pushing. We got to be each other's pusher. I'm the type of person, you 38? Well, that's good. And I'm pretty sure you look good for 38. See? Almost at 10K, guys. At the end of the day, Toma, you got to do what makes you happy. You can't do what makes people happy because people are happy, not you. You out here impressing everybody but yourself. Yes, quiet. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. You know, you got to make yourself happy. So, how do I feel about them? They don't like me. The vegans that are like that, they don't like me. They don't like me. Okay? And let me explain why they don't like me. I became vegan and I take it for what it is. I'm not going to change my lifestyle around everything. Like, for instance, I have a car. My car has leather seats. I'm vegan. What am I going to do? Rip all the leather off the seats? You know what I mean? Like, I remember when I went to a meeting and this guy, he was talking to me. He was like, yo, we're going to get food. And I said, nah, I'm vegan, you know. So he looks at my shoes and he goes, those are leather. And I said, no, they're not. No, they're not. And even if they were leather, I have sneakers and shoes that I had for years. I'm not throwing my shoes out because I'm vegan and, oh, I'm vegan. Oh, we got to get rid of this leather. I'm not doing that. 16 in the chat, let's go. You have a point. There's a level up to life. It is. It's just like when I became vegan, I was eating all of this processed stuff, Helms, and the processed stuff was making me sick. You know what's the issue with this world? We eat too much. Yeah, that babe, that shit was that nasty. I don't know what's in there. Like, try it. Again, it's weird pain. We live in this world, guys, that people are gonna do what they want to do. Right. I have Jordans. They all made of leather, huh? It's just water. Yeah, it tastes weird. Maybe it's the Saratoga. That shit tastes weird. You know, people are going to do what they got to do. You understand what I'm saying? At the end of the day, whatever makes you happy makes you happy. Some of these people that's extreme, you got people out here that's vegan, that's extreme vegans. They're screaming about this, but they're racist. They're racist as hell. I met a lot of vegans that were racist. Racist. I'm talking about those color. They were racist. And I'm saying to myself, how can you be racist but you're vegan? Isn't veganism about healing and protecting the animals, but also thyself? So how can you be racist and you're vegan when animals come in all shades and colors? You know, they got black dogs, they got white dogs. You know, they got black chickens, they got white chickens. So how can you be racist? How can you be racist to something that created the life, that created everything? We created everything. I don't care what anybody says. You can't make white into black. You could only make black into white. We created y'all. No disrespect. Actually, when God made us, he made us from black mud. All of us. And then when we all did whatever we did, it migrated. He made us in tribes. God made us in tribes. Different people. It's just water, right? It tastes like crap. You know, so I'm not that type of person, Toma. Whatever you do is what you do. You know, this is a happy environment. I do stuff that makes me happy, especially eating spicy food. Good. And you be eating that spicy meat, right? You do what you have to, Toma. Nobody should tell you what you're not supposed to do, Toma. Melanin is the dominant gene and the opposite side, the received gene. Yeah, it is. It is. And guess what? Miss Helms, the world hate us black folks so much, right? But y'all love our hair. Y'all love our clothes. Y'all love our music. You hate us so much, kick us out. If every single black or melanated person was to leave the United States of America would crumble. Our culture. If every black person was to leave the United States of America would crumble. GDP would drop. They want to be us until it's time to be us. When y'all get in the car, y'all don't be worried about the cops. I get in the car, like my biggest thing was when I went to New York, I'm in the car and I'm like, oh man, the police, the police, the police, the police. It's so hard being a black person in the world, black man, of course. Like it's not easy. I'm walking down the street, a woman see me, she grab her purse. Oh my god, oh my god. I'm like, bro, shorty, I don't even want your money. What are you doing? Like these Karens out here be real. This country makes too much money off of us. This is why they won't pay respiration at all reparations. They know there could be a mass exodus. For real. For real. They love the music but not the pain. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't mean to say this anyway, but when I see Caucasians dance Afro beats, I feel some type of way. And I know they have Africans in Africa. I'm white people in Africa, but I feel some type of way. And the reason I feel some type of way is because the ancestors in me want to smack the crap out of them. But he don't, or she, or whatever ancestors, all of them is in me. Music comes from our pain. I'm going to say it again. Music comes from our pain. Remember back in the day, slavery? We picking our cotton. Oh, tell it on the mound. Listen, this is what we did. We sang. When I'm at work, I can't perform at work without music. Music is something that's in our soul. Music is what helps us make food. Music is what helps us style our clothing. Music is what helps us create love. Music is what we have. We are the most powerfulest people on this earth, and we don't even know how to use it. We are the most powerfulest people on this earth, and we don't know how to use it. But when you know how to use it, you use it. Shout out to my boy Chris Brown. Chris Brown been using it. because Chris Brown saved his manhood. You heard what David Banner said? Chris Brown saved his manhood. You see all of the stuff that's going on in the industry, news, media, we part of that. We part of that. Who's more on the news? Who's more talked about? Let's talk about it. Right now, you got Diddy on the news. You got Wendy Williams on the news. You got Cardi B on the news. You got Remy Ma on the news. You got all these people lives on the news. And we be like, oh, yeah, oh, my God, I can't believe he did that. DDG. All of these people that's on the news, it's all fake. I know you're like, what? It's all fake and it's not real. The news creates gossip. And gossip creates money. You understand? Tara Helm said Chris Brown is the closest to Michael Jackson than any modern artist. That is my opinion, and you are correct. And I top that. Chris Brown is the embodiment of Michael Jackson. His struggle, everything, except, people don't understand that Michael Jackson was going through something mentally. He had vitiligo. Think about it. I'm vegan Kingzz, right? When I got sick, I said, oh man, I'm vegan Kingzz. I got diabetes. I got high blood pressure. I'm vegan Kingzz. And when you are a public figure, and I'm not even, when you are a public figure and things start to happen, can you imagine if my face started to turn white? And I start to change and my face looks like different colors, it's gonna do something to you. You're gonna have people come into your live. People's gonna be like, go ahead. Why he look like a cow? Damn, he looks like a giraffe. Because those are the things, the beautiful colors that you see on these animals, right? And then they start to happen to us when you have vitiligo. And these are the things, and guys, I'm not talking about people. I love everybody. Just, I hope nobody don't take this and be like, oh, he was talking about people with vitiligo. No, I wasn't. They use that with Michael Jackson to destroy him. Did you hear his music? All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. Beat me, hate me. Come on, guys. He was saying it in the music. Michael Jackson have a song called Money. You have to listen to it. It's called, put in Michael Jackson Money. The song is called Money, 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 Money. And he breaks it down. And this world is built on it. This world is built on greed. Greed. Everybody that's in where they're at, they had to do something to get where they got. Kai Cenat, DDG, Mr. Beast, all these people had to pay to get where they at. They had to pay. Bots, subscribers, fans, people, money. Money, 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 money. The more views you get, the more money you get. So if you could get a couple of bros and give them like, yo, bro, every time you come in here, I'm going to give you like 50,000. Or I'm going to give you whatever. I need you to be here. You can hire people to come in your live to help push you. Because that's what it's all about. Views, money. And they try to take Chris Brown and told Chris Brown, you got to do what we tell you to. He said, what? Nah. So what did they do? They used the Rihanna situation and made it into an agenda. Just like Remy Ma and Papoose. We don't know what's going on in these people's lives. We think we know. We don't have no idea. Just like Cardi B and Offset. We have no idea. The industry matches you together. Didn't you guys watch Empire? With, what's her name? I don't know, but that show Empire with all the music and they showed you how they pair people. Guys, are y'all stupid? Are you stupid? They're showing you what they do. And we all fall for the trap. You know why? Like my boy, what's his name? Hassan says, aren't you entertained? That's what they do. They want to entertain you. The diddler. They stage this stuff. They do. They do. And now the thing now is Diddy has I ain't gonna say it. If y'all know what I mean. So they saying now Diddy done gave everybody. Let me tell you something. First of all, that's a HIPAA violation. You can't be telling people status out here because you could get sued for that. That's a big HIPAA violation. So they're saying that he's not doing good. Because remember, you in jail. You're not getting the money that you used to get. You're not getting the medicine you used to get. Actually, if you're in jail, they do give you medicine that you need. So if you're in jail and you have any type of virus, they will give you medicine because they have to. It's the law. So I don't know what's going on. But I do know one thing. We are the ones that is on top of everything. And there's a lot of us that are not aligned. We just want to hear gossip. We want to hear things that are happening to people. We want to know something is wrong. And that's our problem. Oh, what happened? Oh, what? I don't even want to hear it. What? So you mean to tell me Diddy was doing all of this stuff and y'all let it go? What happened to Hugh Hefner? White boy had all these little kids up in that castle smashing all of them. What happened to him? What happened to him? All those Playboy bunny chicks was 15, 14 years old. You cannot tell me those girls was of age. I don't understand why us men, well, not me, have this infatuation with young vaginas because I think that's so disgusting. Keep that over there. You feel me? We are the most talked about. We are. We are. Good morning, Blue. What's up, Blue Butterfly? What's up, baby? How you doing? How you feeling? David said that he could be, but he chose his manhood. It's true. It's just like David Banner. David Banner could have went the other route too, but David Banner also chose his manhood. Because look, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm choosing my manhood because you not finna tell me what to do. With a nah, I'm not doing that. And when I say he uses manhood, and then in this industry, everything is over sexualized. Everything is about sex. And I'm pretty sure they was trying to take do him like they did Justin, do him like they did what's that guy from Empire? They did him, man. They listen, this industry will, do things. I had a friend. He was a model. And he told me, and he's tall, he's like 6'8". He works for Wegmans. So one day I was in Wegmans and me and him I haven't seen him in a years though. I don't know if he's okay, but the last time I saw him, he switched shifts. He went to 6 o'clock in the morning, so that's why I didn't see him anymore because I used to go to Wegmans at nighttime. But one day when I went over there, me and him was having a conversation, and I said to him, "Yo, bro, you ever thought about modeling?" Because he was no disrespect, like he was a beautiful dude, like no homo, like I'm not, but you could see he was a nice man. He was tall, beautiful man that he's a good dude. I said, "Yo, bro, you ever thought about modeling?" Because if I was tall, I'm only 5'8". If I was 6, whatever, I would have been a model. Damn, imagine that. I'll be a big ass mom. But anyways, so he told me that one day he went to model. He was modeling for some big company, Calvin Klein, one of them. I don't know. He said they gave him 3 briefs, 3 underwears. They said, go put it on. So when he put it on, he came out. And then the guy was like, "You're not even hard." He said, "Excuse me?" He said, "You're not hard." He said, "Why do I need to get hard? I'm confused." He was like, "Oh, how we know if the underwear works?" What? So my boy was like, he said, "You know what? All right, give me a moment." So he went to the back. He, pulled up his phone, called this girl, got it, arose. You know what I'm saying? Real quick. So he came back. So he was, it was there. The banana was in the pants, right? So then the guy goes, "Oh, okay. Come. I need to move it a little bit." So then that's when my boy said, "Nah." He quit. He stopped doing it. And this was model. He was a model. He was making money, and he said that when they did that, and they told him that if he can't touch his penis, and if he can't fix it, that he could go. I was like, bro, how you touching what? That's weird. Like, but anyways, so you got things going on in this world that I don't understand. The album was his best album because it was huge warning about what were, yes, because Michael Jackson already said Tommy Mottola was a demon because he was trying to buy Sony. And Michael Jackson had enough money to buy Sony. Notice, whenever we try to buy something, something always happens. Oh, Michael Jackson is gay. He touched little kids. Really? Really? Those same little kids were the ones coming back saying that he never touched them. Y'all send all these kids to his house and he wanna, the thing about Michael Jackson is he didn't have a childhood. He didn't. So, and I'm not saying he thought he was a child, but he loved kids. He wanted to play with them because they was there. They came. He loved kids because he didn't have a childhood. He was brought up to be Michael Jackson. His father was no joke. Y'all already know how his father was. He was whooping his ass. What you doing your homework? Get up. Let's do this song. You ain't spin enough. Spin again. Michael Jackson used to dance so much that it was crazy. He used to cry. At one point, he used to hate being an entertainer because his father, that's all he pushed on him. Right? Guys, don't push that shit on your kids. If you have a kid, don't push an agenda on your kid because you're trying to get money. And that's what Joe Jackson did. Okay? And that album was good. Man, Michael Jackson albums, and now look at him. Now look at him. They trying to take his house. They trying to do all of this stuff. This man built a legacy. Do you hear that this happens to Elvis Presley? Do you hear that this happened to John Lennon? Do you hear that it happened to all of them? No. But when it comes to us, they always try to destroy us. For what? Why can't we die and live in peace? Till today, we talk about Michael Jackson, Bob Marley, Whitney Houston, all of these people that we unalived. You are not God, or you say it in Creole. You are not Boje. Boje is God. You are nothing. Nothing. You're insignificant. You're nothing. But when you have money, you have power, right? So money is power, guys. Money is power. So everybody's trying to get to the power because everybody want to be more powerful. You don't see Jeff Bezos out here pulling out big ass chains. Can you imagine seeing Jeff Bezos? You're not gonna see that. You know who do that? Us. Put houses and cars on our necks. You look stupid. Why? Because you trying to impress the next man? Because you feel like your penis is bigger? Bro, it's not that serious. I'm not even into that. I like James Brown. Yeah, James Brown is dope. Chris is the rebel. I like him. He is. He is. And I love Chris Brown. I will always love Chris Brown. What happened with him and Rihanna? Yeah, I know. What happened with him and Rihanna was awful. And I have nothing bad to say, but I dated Caribbean women. And I'm not saying that he had right to hit her. I'm not saying that, but we don't know what happened. Because everybody in here has a kid, right? Or maybe don't, or you might one day. If I have a son, and my son tells me that a woman puts his hands on her, and I'm going to tell him, walk away. But if it happens, what can I do? You should have never put your hands on my son. You should have never put your hands on my son. You understand? Because my son respect you, you got to respect him. So if you feel like you big and bossy and you want to put your hands on my son, and my son snatches your wig off, I was in that predicament. I was in a predicament. I was in a relationship. And the woman kept doing that to me. And I said, yo, chill. And next thing I know, I snapped. And one thing led to another. I put my hands on her, and I didn't mean to do it, but I snapped. And that's when I said, you're toxic. It's done. And that's when I called it a quit. Because if I have to put my hands on you, we can't be together. If you got to put your hands on somebody, oh, I got to choke them. I got to knock them out. You don't need to be with them. Let them go. Because it's not worth it. Terrence Howard, yes. Terrence Howard has been telling the truth in the past few months. He has. He has. And Terrence Howard, they already approached them. I think Terrence Howard went to Diddy, and Diddy told him, like, he was like there chilling with him, and Diddy was just staring at him. And he said, so I think his assistant said, yo, I think Diddy want to smash you. And he was like, what? I don't get into that. You know, he spoke about it. MJ and Prince warned us about the industry. Yes, people try to hush up Prince too, but Prince was against, um, you know, we call it the Illuminati, but it's an agenda. It's something else. The Illuminati, the word illuminate is to in light, right? So the word Illuminati means the chosen one, the ones with the light bearer, right? Ain't nobody the light bearer but God. Okay? Yes, I love Hassan. Yo, Miss Helms, I'm from the Bronx. So Hassan, that's my boy. Like, that's my brother. I knew him for years. And he's a good dude. And he got quiet too. Now he's making money from his channel. But at one point, he wasn't monetized. It was hard for him to be monetized. There was, you know, he says what it is. And people get mad. He gets money. He tells people all the time, get out the hood. He has a beautiful house. He shows it off all the time, you know, and I would have did the same thing. But his thing is, he's showing you what you can do. Stop being in the streets. Like, you don't see people on the corners no more. You don't. But I went to New York, though, and I seen some people in the corners. People still be doing the same thing. Yes, Taraji. I don't like Diddy, but I believe that to be a vicious rumor. It is, and not for nothing. I'm not trying to be funny. That Cassie video that they release of him doing whatever, look, I don't know. I wasn't there, but AI is really good, guys. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. We don't know what's going on. First of all, Diddy had his own liquor company. And when he wanted to get more money and more rights from the liquor company, he tried to sue them. Do you guys know that? Diddy, Brother Love, tried to sue them. And when he tried to sue them, this started to happen. You see, this is one thing, right? When you get to the top and you see people do it, remember, you in the top, you're Diddy, you're rich. You seeing Apple, you know, Jeff Bezos, Amazon, all of these people. You're meeting the 1%, the people that are big. And you know their dark, deep secrets. You think they're going to let you out? I'm going to keep it real with you guys. I don't know. I don't want to say it because I'm not pushing that on anybody. But Diddy's not going to come out this well. That brother, they're going to unalive him. They're going to unalive him because Diddy knows too much. Diddy is the way that he is because of how his parents treated him and how his parents brought him up. His mother was a madam. His father was a pimp. His mother used to have intercourse right in front of him with different men and all that. That's why he likes all that stuff. He likes men, he likes women, he likes all that because he was watching it. He was watching it. You don't even know if his mom didn't make men come over there and beat his ass, like pound him out. You don't know what happened. And then eventually he started, you know, guys, we are the company that we keep. Whatever environment we are around is who we become. You know that, right? If y'all want to know about Diddy, go deep into find out about. You want to know about somebody, find out about their mother and their father. Their mother and their father will tell you a lot. Yes, he has. I agree. For real, I'm tired of hearing it. I'm over it. Like, I don't even watch the news. I watch stuff here and there, and I'm just like, shut up. I don't even, it's not, and I think because I'm not into all of that, YouTube don't like that, because they want you to stay on the app. A lot of you guys don't know, but YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, it's all about engagement. They want you to stay on the app. They want you to troll. They want you to say things to people because those things get views. My wife is a content creator also. She doesn't show her face. She has a cartoon dancing. That's it. Do you know how much hate my wife get? My wife be like, babe, what this mean? They be telling her, they'll put STFU. STFU, which means shut the fuck up. Like they'll come on my wife's page and say stuff, and I'm like, bro. So I come in the comments like, bro, what are you talking about? What are you mad at? You mad that you didn't take a cartoon and start like people's weird. People want to because trolling hurts. It hurts. Trolls, they come in and say things at the weirdest moment. And it builds controversy, right? That's what they do. They got the break a black man down and we fall. Yeah, because when you mess up a black man, the whole household is messed up. It's like right now, right? If I get messed up, my whole household is in a shambles. Because the good black man is the leader of the home. He's the provider. He's the sustainer. He's the one making sure everything is right. The wife is too, don't get me wrong, because if something happens to her, the home ain't. If something happens to my wife, like, I don't know, I'm done. Like, I'm going to keep it real with you. Like, something happened to my wife, don't think that y'all going to see me for a very long time. It's not, I don't even want to think about that. But I'm just saying to you that you want to break a home, break the man's home. It's so hard for us to get a job, a black man to get a job. It's easier for women because they want to keep the women out of the houses because they know what they're doing. It's an agenda. It's an agenda. It's an agenda. I believe that a woman should work. She should do whatever she wants. But a woman should be able to do whatever she wants. Women already go through enough. Y'all got to carry our kids. You got to feed us. You got to pamper us. You got to nurture us. And that's not easy because a lot of us brothers are not easy. I know I'm not easy, but my wife had to deal with it. Ansel said he was just in court in VA. Brashawn Gray. Yeah, I think Brashawn Gray, I think he did something the other day. Yeah, he was. This stuff with Tyler Perry is sus too. I don't care for the man, but why say something now? I think some of us it's a distraction, Miss Helms. Sorry for reading the comments late. It is a distraction. The reason that they're harassing Tyler Perry now, and I'm gonna tell you why. Tyler Perry's out here giving people jobs. If I go to Atlanta and I tell Tyler Perry I want a job, he will give it to me. And I believe that. I ain't trying to be funny. If I go to Atlanta and say, yo, I want to meet Tyler Perry, give me a job, he'll give it to me. He is helping us. Look at what he did for my brother Sinbad. Sinbad, I thought Sinbad died. I ain't gonna lie, I thought he died. But he didn't die. He had a stroke. And Tyler Perry gave him a job. You know how many black creators don't have jobs right now? And Tyler Perry got his own industry. Listen, it's always gonna have something. Because right now, people be saying that Tyler Perry's gay. They saying that Tyler Perry, touched little boys. And, it's always gonna be some type of an agenda. And then you gotta remember, Tyler Perry just wrote a show called We the People or something like that. And it's a phenomenal show. It's a series about black politicians being around the Caucasian politicians and how they tell you what to do because they're white and they could to do whatever they want, but you can't. So she's coming in. She's right. She's coming in to change that around. And every time they had a meeting and it was a mediocre meeting, they would throw her to do it because she's the sister. And I feel like that show is what is the topic. Because remember, when you don't listen to the masses, when they tell you don't, because remember, all of these shows that comes out, before they come out, they got to go through the big boss. And if the big boss says no, you can't do it. But Tyler Perry's the big boss himself. He said, what? I got a whole production.
Studio.
Who is you? So he did it anyways. Right? And that's what's going on. So I like Tyler Perry. People's like, oh, he wore a dress. So what? So what he wore a dress?
His body.
He wore a dress to make it funny. Oh, he's an Illuminati, it's initiation. Shut the fuck up. Just stop. Just listen. I particularly don't really like certain movies that he made because I feel like he was just going in on my sisters. But the movies that he's making is real. He's showing people what black women go through. He said it. These movies that I make is because I saw my aunt go through it. I saw my sister go through it. I saw my mother go through it. So he's making those type of movies to show the world what women go through. But people feel like, oh, he's just this. Yo, the new shit he made called Straw. People going in. Oh, he's this, he's that. He's showing you what will happen when people are fed up. The woman tried to take care of her daughter. She didn't have food to feed her. Come on. Are you serious? Now all of a sudden, Tyler Perry's this. Now Tyler. So the guy sent him a text. So what? Oh, he's gay. Okay, well, who cares? This world will persecute your sexuality. It will persecute you as a person. And it will make you, I can't, man, the things they gonna say about me. If they didn't already. At the end of the day, guys, I'm subbed to a YouTuber from Chicago who had a female friend who went to Hollywood trying to make it. Some high-level exec walked up to her and pulled her out his man. Pull out what? And I believe it. I believe it. Miss Helms, I believe it. He spilled his stuff on her jacket. She cursed him out. It was a mansion party. Then he told her that she'd never make it in the industry. It's true. She went back to Chicago. His father, Joe, was too much. Yeah, he was. When Bill Cosby attempted to buy NBC, yeah. Whenever we try to get something, guys, they don't want us to have nothing. They don't want us to have nothing. Nothing. Michael Jackson, when he made his first millions, you know what he did? He sent it to Africa to feed all those people. They don't want you to take care of your own home. They don't want you. I'm Haitian. Let me try to help Haiti. They'll kill me. Unalive me. They don't want you to help. Think about it. All these people with all of this money, you don't think we could stop poverty? You don't think we could stop homelessness? Look at Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast. He used to basically make videos giving people money and stuff like that. He got in trouble for that. What you don't understand is that they don't want you to help the world. So because I help somebody, I gotta tell you? I gotta tell you? What? This world is crazy. Michael Jackson. What's up, Solomon? Turned Michael Jackson danced so hard he turned white. Oh my God. Jeanette McCurdy from iCarry retired and acting confessed that her mother forced her to help the family pay bills. Yeah, it's true. My daughter is free to do whatever she wants. Hey, Solomon. Good morning. Yes, they don't want us to have anything. They don't. Whitney Houston was unalive too. Man, the thing with Whitney Houston is that Whitney was trying to have a comeback, right? And they just was like, no. What I heard was that they was trying to make the way for Jennifer Hudson, so they had to push her to the side, Jennifer Hudson and Beyonce. But I don't know. I digress. Um, it's just a shame. This industry is so cutthroat, so cutthroat. The only vegan that goes live cooking. I'm the only vegan that make all these recipes without fake meats. So you know they don't like me, right? Because the agenda is they want me to sell fake meats. Why? I'm not doing that. So I'm going to stay stuck where I'm at. Because it's all about the dollar, guys. You the people, you the people help me by subscribing, by sending super chats. You the people help me. Because when it comes to the industry, they're never going to help you. They want you to spill blood. They want you to be fighting with your wife, with your husband. They want you to be, oh, you pregnant for this. You got 8 baby daddies. They want you to be showing all types of stuff. That's why I'm private. Because this industry is just weird. It's scary. The stuff that people did to get to the top. It is. That's why I'm careful about where I transfer my power. For real, Solomon. Solomon, I was in your live, what was it, yesterday or the day before that? But I couldn't comment because I was live. Damn, somebody tried to go on my account. The love of money is the root of all evil. I just want to live comfortably. For real. In a way like K-pop and J-pop artists go through. Yeah, K-pop go through it too. Everybody goes through it, Toma. All artists goes through it. Because in order for you to be entertained, you have to do something strange for some change. Facts, Keisha. Maybe travel to the Pacific Islands every once in a blue moon. And then they got the president, which is a big distraction because there's something going on. There's something going on in this world that they don't want us to know. And there's things around us that's changing and we don't notice it. And this is how you noted that there's something going on. Monday was just here. What's today? Today's Monday, right? It was just here. How is it Monday again? Right. That is their business, right? Right? I don't. That includes blood relatives. I pray they walk away for real. People need to learn to keep their hands to themselves, but they not. I had people come up to me and grab me. Abuse is so bad and it leads to their other things also, especially on the inside. For real. What's up, Homestead? What's up, baby? How you doing? We don't know how Rihanna, Halle Berry, and other people are off camera. We only see the one side of, yep. And I heard Halle Berry is a little cuckoo, but I don't know if it's true. Hey, have you seen the AI of the hood black people? Now they can use your likeness and make up crimes? Wow. Don't be surprised. I believe it. Because this AI is getting out of hand. I love my chat GPT and I know it's bad and AI is bad. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. But they made it in a way that you have no choice but to use this AI stuff, and it's destroying everything. It honestly is. But you guys know Will Smith, right? Will Smith be trying to tell us stuff, but they also quiet him down too. Because there was a lot of movies that Will Smith made that resonated with us, but we didn't understand the code. Like the movie he made, iRobot, and then what was that movie he made? And it was just him and the dog, and then he had to find a girl, and the girl had the bloodline to change the world or whatever. These movies that we watch, keep thinking that they movies. Keep thinking that these people are acting. These people know what's going on. They have money. They're the first that knows because their money rotates the world. Look at this. You got Kai Cenat, right? He's live every day on Twitch all day. Bro, you don't have a life? You don't have a family? How you gonna this is what you do all day, every day? Like, I'm gonna be real with you. I used to do that, but then I said to myself, no. Me and my team, we off on the weekends. We have 3 days off because you have to be off of social media. Social media is too much. It's too much. It's not that serious. Yeah, everything came apart for Diddy, for real. The Ciroc, yeah, yeah. But you gotta understand, it's the same thing with Kanye West. Oh, he crazy. Kanye West is not crazy. He's real, and he's telling y'all the truth. Everything that that man said, he's crazy. They're gonna tell you he's crazy. To be honest, I respect Kanye West because he tells the truth. He tells the truth. Yo, he said that, yo, he can't believe he had a kid with Kim. Because look what you know, his daughter's out here like, and not for nothing, you don't even see him. They show his son, cause West got a son, but all you see is his daughter, cause they trying to sell Shorty Poom Poom at a young age, just like Beyonce. No disrespect, they trying to sell her Poom Poom at a young age. They trying to see who out here gonna grab little Blue Ivy. Like, they out here trying to see who's gonna grab what's Kanye West's daughter name? I don't know her name, I forgot. You think Diddler will be unalived? His mother Janice Combs is a mess for real. Yes, I do think that they're gonna I think it's done for Diddy. I don't know if you guys heard, but they tried to unalive R. Kelly the other day. When you do stuff in the industry, you smashing all different types of women, men, whatever, and you doing it with people, what you think they're gonna do? Oh, nah, I can't. Listen, if I did something, right, and I'm with Paul, and I know Paul knows, I'm gonna try to take Paul out. I'm just saying, that's the industry, that's the cutthroatness of it. You know, that's the cutthroatness of it. I just want to be on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, all that, just to show y'all how to cook food. Y'all don't need to know what underwear I'm wearing. Y'all don't need to know, you know, who came to my house. Y'all don't need to know what my children look like, my wife, my daddy, my mommy. Y'all don't need to know none of that. Because when you start to let these people into your life that much, it doesn't work. I don't watch the news, and we get rid of the cable 2 years ago. I rather support all of y'all. Thank you, Miss Helms. I don't watch the news either, and I watch y'all. To be honest, like, all I watch is YouTubers. Like, right, babe? That's what we watch. We don't watch the news. The news will make you sick. People don't understand that news lowers your vibration. Guys, do you know what a pineal gland is? Do you know what's inside of your body? The things that's in your body, guys. Your chakras. Do you know how many chakras you have? Do you know that our body is powerful? Our body is electronic. It's electricity. You ever touch something and you're like, oh, what the you ever touch the light switch? There was a point in my life, I think last month, everything that I touched shocked me because they were doing something. All of a sudden, we getting earthquakes, and this earthquake was weird. Like, it was a, bro. We had what was it? It was an earthquake we had, babe. That
Yeah.
shit that yeah, it was weird. The earthquake was weird because when the earthquake was happening, it was humming, right, babe? It was a humming. It was like it was like something was shaking the planet. I don't know what they
It
was
was an
doing.
earthquake.
If it was an earthquake, it was weird. And I'm like, where am I gonna go? The house could just cave into the oh, run in the basement? You can't run in a basement. The basement's gonna cave in, right? I mean, come on, guys. These people are listen, God knows they destroying everything. Oh, I saw that, Abdul. They definitely hate on Amy. Yeah, they hate on Amy. Keep your head up, Mrs. King's. Some people are miserable. They are. Yeah, people are weird. They are, sis. I listen to the gaming news more than anything else. Toma, that's the best thing you could do, fam, because the news is not real. Everything is fake. Everything is fake. Everything is fake. So nobody's gonna tell me that Biden didn't have plastic surgery. So that's the new era now. Everybody's having Botox and plastic surgery. Who told you to do that? Your face looks like plastic. And I'm gonna say it. Who told Brandy to do that? This is what your face look like. Like, the boy is mine, the boy is mine, the boy is mine, the boy is mine. I'm just saying. We need to stop. When you age, age. You don't need to do anything. But you know why these people in the industry is having Botox and surgery? Because they can't sleep. Because they got to do so much work. They got to do things that they can't do. So now they out here looking like this. They out here looking like this. Are you serious? We gotta be, better, man. We gotta be better. If you look a certain way, you look a certain way. I'm the same with my husband. If he passed away tomorrow, I wouldn't get married again. Miss Helms, facts. If something was to happen to my wife, I'm good. I'm good. I got my hands. I'm good. Cause it's just crazy out here. It's crazy out here, guys. Actor Corey Hardick admitted that Tyler wrote him the best check that he's ever had in his career. Megan Good said the same. Yeah. You know, when somebody is good, they're going to show you that they're evil. And when somebody is evil, they're going to show you that he's good. Listen to what I said. When somebody is good, they're going to show you that they're evil. And when somebody is evil, they're going to show you that they're good. You know why? Because the person that is evil have l'argent. That's how you say it in Creole, guys. Say it with me. L'argent. L'argent. Money. Money is not good, guys. I want money to sustain my life, to pay my bills, to take care of my family. But money is not. It's Charlie Chaplin was known to sleep with underage girls, but no one wants to touch that subject. They won't. They won't. Taji said he paid for her well. Yeah. Guys, so why we not making auditions to go see Tyler Perry? I ain't gonna lie. Like, before, I actually wanted to meet Tyler Perry because I was like, yo, he's a. I don't know. It's just something about him. When you get into this, when you get into this industry, guys, they just turn you into somebody that you're not. And you get tired, and we watch all of these movies that tell us that this happens. 100 believe they would do that if you help Haiti. Of course. If I was to help Haiti, they would unalive me. Haiti is the first country to become free, that freed so many people. They're not happy about that because it was recorded. And I'm surprised that this was recorded in history because normally they try to get rid of it. Like they get rid of everything in this world. They keep showing you guys all of these slavery movies. This slavery movies ain't real. Do you know back in the days, they used to take our teeth out and use it for their own because they don't know how to brush their teeth. They don't even know how to wash. We taught y'all dirty ass pigs how to wash. I'm just saying. No disrespect. Y'all motherfuckers stink. Y'all didn't know how to wash. And we showed you, get that washcloth and wash them armpits. Don't be just taking a bar of soap because that's not going to help. You need to get the washcloth. You know what I'm saying? Wash your shit. You feel me? Pull that meat back, wash it. You can't just be out here stinking. The world never forgave hate. They won't. They won't, sis. And being that strong black country, oh no, that can't be possible. It's not. It's not. People are falling for AI. It's crazy. Yeah, Blue. I mean, I use AI because I use ChatGPT. I don't use the whole like making me videos type stuff, Blue. but I use ChatGPT, and it is a form of AI. Will Smith cracked up in the film Hancock. Yo, I feel like I could be wrong, Miss Helms, but you tell me, Professor. I feel like they be blacklisting Will Smith, and to me, Will Smith is dope. You know, I love Will Smith is from the same place I'm from, West Philly. You feel me? And I'm like, bro, Will Smith to me is dope. Hancock was a black superhero. You know they're not gonna like that. There was little birds that told me that the new Superman movie was supposed to be done by Michael B. Jordan. So Michael B. Jordan was supposed to be the new Superman, but they changed it around. And I think it had to do with what happened with Little Mermaid. Remember when they gave Little Mermaid to Haley? People got mad. And they're like, oh, that's not right. But why is it not right? Because the Little Mermaid can be black? Why is it wrong? Why? Pukisa. Why is it wrong that they made the Little Mermaid black? Don't you think those little black beautiful kids want to see their reflection in the Little Mermaid? This is why the industry is changing. You see Walt Disney, once this guy died from what's his name? X-Men. Oh, God, I forgot his name. God, I'm not good with names. Walt Disney is different. And they're showing everybody that hey, they put in all types of stuff in Walt Disney now. It's just not the same. Bars. I'm starting my soap line and won't be online every day. Yes. Sis, I gotta get your number. I'm gonna post my email on your page so I could give you my WhatsApp or something. Cause we definitely I known you for too long, Ms. Helms. We know we all real. You know, you're such a good person. You always make sure that DeAndre is good. Shout out to DeAndre. I haven't seen him, but he's going through something as well. We all gotta, guys, we gotta take care of each other. And one thing I have to say about Miss Helms is, you know, you're a good person, sis. Like for real, for real. And when you get the soaps and all that, let us know, cause I will patronize, and my family will do so too. Yes. Do you have a channel, Miss Helms? Yes, Blue. Please follow Miss Helms because her videos, oh my God, Miss Helms, I ain't gonna lie, your voice, very powerful. Your voice, when I hear, like when you make the commentary, I'm like, yo, her voice, like it's the voice for me. The way that you put your videos together, very beautiful. And you trying to get to your point, you get to it and you close it out. It's people like you and me they don't want in this industry. Yes, they tried to. Yeah, R. Kelly. They tried to kill him. Look at what happened to Sam Cooke. Yep, I heard Diddy mom is really his aunt. For real? Probably bars. I keep my husband's off camera, and he doesn't want. He don't. You don't need to. You don't need to show him, Professor, because they always have something against it. Same here. I rarely watch the news. The pineal gland is your third eye. That is correct. Yeah, R. Kelly was moved away from Chicago, I believe. It was in Virginia. Good job, Tora. I enjoy all your adventures. Yes, me too. China was flooded. Thank you. Yeah, he was. His eyes look tightly pulled. I'm not trying to be funny, but Joe Biden, like, he had surgery. You cannot tell me that your face look like this, you didn't have surgery. Cause look, when I do this, right? Don't my face look shinier? Look, like imagine. You see that? People think that when you get that lift, it looks younger, right? But look, you see how young I look? That shit is crazy. Oh, that shit is crazy. Do what you want with your body. Be careful with Ozempic as well. Oh yeah, yeah. The Ozempic is out here. I mean, look, the Ozempic is only for one thing. Ozempic is here to stop diabetes, but people are using it for other things. They trying to lose weight when they could take natural supplements. Let me show y'all my pills. For me to stay the way that I stay every day, this is what I take. Oh, shit. I don't even know where it went. Oh, it's the B12. You see what I take every single day? Oh, and then this too. B12. This is what I take every single day, guys. Guys, I take all of these pills. Okay? All of these pills, supplements, things that I believe helps, and it has because I feel great. But people ain't gonna do that. As they get older in Hollywood system pushing youth to do, I mean, it is the system, sis, because they be telling them, oh, your face look a little crazy, you need a little Botox. And I'm like, Mr. Helms, I'm diabetic and refuse to take Ozempic. They're not talking about class action lawsuit of deaths and how non-diabetics develop the disease. Blue, I'm not gonna lie to you. The Ozempic is made for people with diabetes. It is. It's not made for people that's just taking it because they trying to lose the diabetes. They taking it because they want to lose weight. This is called berberine. This is nature's Ozempic. This right here. So this is what I take every single day. It's very good for you. Um, when you have diabetes, I feel like it's a bacteria in your pancreas that's not allowing your pancreas to produce insulin, which makes you become insulin resistant. Um, stress, stress, and all of this stuff can create. Do you know if you lack vitamin D, you could become a diabetic? Because vitamin D is a hormone. I didn't even know that. They mess with Amanda Bynes. For real? Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. There are already lawsuits. It's lawsuits because people is using Ozempic for stupid things. They're not using it for what it is made for, to cure diabetes or remove it. Me too. They needed to humiliate Will Smith because he, for the most part, had no controversy. He didn't. Now he's in the news too. They saying that he is getting a divorce from Jada. No disrespect, I would have been left her because what she said on her show about him, I was like, I would have been left. But that was all. We don't even know. Walt Disney was PDF. Oh, I pray that he's okay. We need to check on DeAndre. Yes. I saw DeAndre live on TikTok and I sent him a few gifts. So he's okay. It's just we have to always check. And I know Miss Helms always check on him. So I'm happy for her for that. Okay, thanks, Vegan Kings. I will let you know about the soap. Yes. Please, sis. Like, for real, for real. I will, send it out. I'm going to buy some. Speaking of DeAndre, I will send him his stuff this weekend. Yes. DeAndre went live late last night. Oh, he did? Yes. He looks like a robot. He does. Ozempic is dangerous. It is. Ozempic is dangerous. Oh, I mean, what about cool liver capsules? Liver capsules? I don't take anything. Cod liver. I hate cod liver. I don't take it. I used to. Yes, I'm finally there. Yes, she said some stuff about Will online that should have been kept in private. It's not everything that you come online you say. How can you talk like that about your husband, the man that created kids with you? But your kids out here doing some weird stuff, so that's another story. We don't know nothing about these people. We well, we gotta understand that these people are just like us, humans. Right? Humans. So they're gonna do what they wanna do. But anyways, guys, I've been on here for very, very long. This was supposed to be like a 10-minute live. But I'm free today. I don't have to go nowhere today. So I was like, you know what? Let me just do it. Shout out to everybody in the live. Shout out to Tara Hounds for the super chat. Shout out to Keisha for being here, for having a good live that inspired me. I go after my big sister, and it's very inspiring. Shout out to Ansel. Shout out to Homestead. Shout out to Blue. Shout out to Ansel. Shout out to Solomon. Shout out to Toma, who came in with the good questions. Now you are part of the family. Toma, I appreciate you. Yeah, if I forgot anybody, please. Oh, Quiet. Shout out to Quiet. That's my sister right there. I love y'all so much, guys. Please share my content. Share it on TikTok, YouTube, everywhere. I enjoyed the video of you and your sister in wearing the red. Thank you, Homestead. Thank you. Yeah, I took a risk. I was like, I'm going to this event and I want everybody to be speechless, right? I want to be the center of attraction, right, for that day. So me and my sister, yeah, it was a beautiful time. We had such a fun time. Like, that's my baby sister, and we didn't always have the best relationship because we're siblings, right? But now that we're older, we understand the assignment. I love my baby sister. I always have. That's my baby, and I'm so proud of her for becoming this beautiful woman. Um, Yeah, I'm just so proud of her. And she went with me and we had a blast. And I was like, I'm gonna wear red, because I want to stand out. And it worked. At the end of the night, some lady walked up to me because this is why I like taking my sister out with me. I'm gonna tell you why. When my sister's with me, everybody think that that's my wife. So that keeps the women away from me. You understand? So I kind of like, but I'll tell women, yo, that's my sister. And then they'll be like, so the lady walked up to me and she said to me, oh my God, I just wanted to say that you both look so nice together. I said, who, my sister? She was like, oh, that's your sister? I'm like, yeah. And she was like, oh my God, that's his sister. So this is my chance. And I'm like, really? So then she walks away or whatever. But the last time I said that to this lady, all right, so one day me and my sister went out and we was wearing all pink. Because you notice that when me and my sister goes out, we'll always be in sync with colors, right? So my sister was wearing all pink, I was wearing all pink. And the lady was like behind me, so they all staring at us. So then I sit down and I said, yo, I'm gonna go to the bathroom because I had to wash my hands. So then my sister goes, because I pulled out the chair and I think I tapped the lady's chair and I said, oh, I'm sorry. She said, oh, it's okay. And then my sister goes, oh, that's my brother. He's clumsy. So I was like, but my sister knows. So when she said that, the girl said, oh, that's your brother? And she said, yeah, that's my brother. So I went to the bathroom. And when I went to the bathroom and I was coming out, I saw the lady sitting at the table talking to my sister like, yo, is he single? She was like, nah, he married. Get out of here. He got a whole family and everything. But yeah, we had a blast. We had a blast. And it was just about meeting people. I got to meet, some of my brothers a lot of my brothers, like friends, good friends, is in New York. And I moved all the way out here to Jersey. I mean, it's not far, but it is a drive. Because it took me a minute to get there. I should have went live, but there's a full video of the what happened or whatever coming this Friday. So you guys could check that out. I know you guys don't like my vlogs. And the reason I know is because I noticed that people don't really watch too much of my vlogs. People mostly like watching my cooking videos, but please share it, watch it, keep it on repeat, because I want to vlog for y'all, but I feel like y'all don't want to see it, so that's why sometimes I don't really put too much of it, but I post just to keep the algorithm going, just to keep the videos. Yes, thank you, Miss Helms. And I have some new recipe videos coming out also. I have an oxtail video recipe coming out that's going to be really, really good. That's soy free and gluten free. And I can't wait for you guys to see it. But whether you like my cooking, my vlogging, or my video games, I'm just happy to have you guys. I had 20 people in my chat. I never, I remember when I used to go live back in the days, it was only two people. It was only one people. It was just So it's a blessing to have each and every one of you guys. And I just want to say thank you so much for everything. I hope you guys are having an amazing Monday. Okay, and continue to love yourself, guys, and push. I do enjoy the videos when you guys go out to thank you. Okay, so like I said, I'll always drop those videos because everybody loves my sister. So I'll drop those videos. And in this video that I'm dropping Friday, we kind of like talked a little bit more so you guys will see it. All right. I don't want to say everything. But I love you guys. When was the last time you did something for yourself? Hmm? When was the last time you did something for yourself, guys? Go out there and do something for yourself. Understand that we only have one life and life is short. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Let's save the world, even though we know it's not going to be saved. Peace. All right? Thank you, guys. Yes, I love y'all.